Oh, why, hello. Please have a seat. I've got a story to tell you. When the peddler people leave the street and the thirsty neighbors meet, as market days are wearing late and the folk begin to take the road home, while we sit boozing strong ale and getting very drunk and happy, we don't think of the long road's rumbles, the marshes, the waters, steps and stumbles that lie between us and home, where sits our sulky, sullen dame, gathering her brows like a gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth finds honest Bill O Shanter, as he from Campbellford one night did canter. Old Seaford, which never a town surpasses, for honest men and bonny lasses. Oh, Bill, had you been so wise as to take your own wife's advice? She told you were a waster, a rambling, blustering, drunken boaster, that from November until October, each market day, you were not sober. During each milling period with the miller, you sat as long as you had money. For every horse he put on a shoe, the blacksmith and you got roaring drunk too. That at the Lord's house, even on Sunday, you drank with John, sometimes till Monday. But to our tale. One homegrown hamper night, Bill was seated just so right, next to a fireplace blazing finely, with creamy ales that drank divinely. And at his elbow, Aaron, from around the bend, his ancient, trusty, thirsty friend. Bill liked him like a very brother. They had been drunk for weeks together. The night drove on with song and clatter, and every ale was tasting better. The landlady and Bill grew gracious, with secret favors, sweet and precious. Aaron told his queerest stories. The landlord's laugh was already chorus. Outside the storm might roar and rustle. Bill did not mind the storm a whistle. Crazy to see a man so happy, even if drowning himself in ale. As bees fly home with loads of treasure, their minutes winged their way with pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Bill was glorious, over all the ills of life victorious. But pleasures are like poppy spread. You seize the flower, the bloom is shed. Or like the snowfall on the river, a moment white, then melts forever. Or like the aurora borealis rays that move before you can point their place. Or like the rainbow's lovely form vanishing amid the storm. No man can tether time nor tide. The hour approaches, Bill must catch his ride. They have waited now an hour outside. He stumbles out and then stumbles in. The cabin gear his ride begin. For his special fare, a sawbuck and a fin. By the time he was across the Trent, the thought of one last beer be heaven sent. Reminded of the abandoned pub near, Bill pipes up,
"Please, let me out here."
He ventured forth towards the light, and vow, Bill saw an incredible sight. Warlocks and witches in a dance. No cotillion, brand new from France, but hornpipes, jigs, spins and reels put life and metal in their heels. In a window alcove in the east, there sat the devil in the shape of a beast, a shaggy dog, black and grim and large. To give them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and made them shake, till roof and rafters did nearly break. Coffins stood round like open presses that showed the dead in their last dresses. As Bill glowered Amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they fleeted, till every witch was overheated. They cast their ragged clothes to the floor and danced deftly, in less than before. Then Bill begged to join the mirth and roared out,
Nice shorty skirt!
and in an instant all was dark, Bill still standing on his mark. And in an instant more, Bill instinctively knew he should run like hell. For his cover he blew, for ghosts and goblins towards him flew. To be caught, he thought, this would not do. Bill was swift. He got away. Now home with wife, he had to say,
I would do that again any day. Put it off for a while, I do pray.
Now to who this tale of truth shall read, each man and mother's son, take heed. Whenever to drink you are inclined, or shorty skirts run in your mind, think you may buy joys over dear. Remember Bill O Shanter's thirst for beer. The smokier, the better for me.